Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever in the world you are. Welcome to Resolve 2020, a virtual journey to impact. My name is George Tsiadis, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Resolution Project. Tonight, we've traveled around the globe and visited many fellows, learning what their journey to impact has been. We hope you've enjoyed meeting them in the expo, as well as hearing them speak on topical issues such as COVID response, climate change mitigation, and global leadership in the panel sessions. Thank you all for joining us tonight for our first virtual Resolve. After a decade of hosting Resolve in person with a large crowd and an incredible set of performers, we're doing it a little differently this year. And it only fits for a year that has been unprecedented in so many ways. As Resolution Fellows have had to adapt, mobilize, and pivot their social ventures in order to best serve their communities during this year of change and crisis, so too has the Resolution Project. Over the past 6 months, we've been able to accomplish quite a bit, and it all began in March when we decided to go completely remote and started to plan for a different 2020. In May, we hosted our first ever large-scale virtual fundraiser, Giving Amplified. Thanks to so many of you who are in this virtual room, we came together as a community and raised over $170,000 to continue to support our global network of Resolution Fellows as they work diligently to respond and support some of the hardest hit communities by COVID around the world. In June, Resolution supporters came together again to help us launch a Fellow Emergency Fund, providing relief funds to fellows needing support to cover basic needs such as rent, food, and critical medical expenses. Also in June, we hosted our first virtual Social Venture Challenge competition. As you know, much of our program, the mentorship and the support, are handled virtually and have been since the inception of the organization. But our competitions, these pitch competitions, have traditionally taken place at conferences all around the world. And in hosting our first virtual one, we really felt that we had the confidence to move forward and know that we could continue this work from start to finish, even in this setting. And then in August, in cooperation with the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program, we were hosted at their virtual Baobab Summit and had our largest ever virtual SVC, bringing on 25 new Resolution Fellows. And just last month, we launched the Resolution Fellow Council and welcomed 8 fellows to participate in the direction and strategy of the organization to help take our long heralded mantra, Fellows First, and put it into action even in the leadership of this organization. And so in the past 6 months, we've shown our ability to persevere under pressure and innovatively respond to continue to support our Resolution Fellows. As they have exhibited maximum dedication to social impact, we remain dedicated to helping them achieve it. This year's format has allowed us to engage with even more community members than we've been able to in the past, and so many of them deserve our thanks. First, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Aramark, Deloitte, DLA Piper, DuPont, Holler, New Agency, White & Case, Dr. Beryl Benassaraf and Dr. Peter Libby, Oliver Libby, Macquarie, and Hadzimemos Libby. We are so grateful for your continued support and generosity, especially in a year as difficult as this. Thank you also to our host committee members who helped us spread the word and generate excitement about this year's new event format. To the many fellows and community members who donated their time and support to serve as moderators, sit on panels, and meet with all of you in the expo, thank you. I'd like to thank the members of the event planning committee for guiding us through our first ever virtual Resolve, especially Dr. Joanna Massey and Adib Chowdhury, who generously donated their time and expertise. The work of organizations begins with their boards, and I owe a special debt of gratitude to the Resolution Board of Directors for their partnership, their leadership, and all that they do to advance this organization, especially the dedication of the executive committee, my dear co-founders, Oliver Libby, whom you heard from, Howard Levine, and Eric Sporkin. And finally, a special debt of gratitude goes to the Resolution staff. This is a group that has looked at this entire year and all of the curveballs that have been thrown, and just tirelessly fought for the mission of the organization, including in putting together this evening, taking special care to showcase our mission and what it means. A special thanks goes to the development department, especially Ellen Galaxon, who envisioned and helped bring this special event to life, to Nora Campbell for her leadership, and to Jared Proudfoot for making the communications and the production something that would be in line with what you've come to expect of the Resolution events over the years. And of course, to the whole staff for their many, many contributions. Finally, I'd like to thank you all for being present. Your presence gives meaning to today and this evening's event. Your unwavering support of Resolution Fellows during one of the most trying years in recent memories is humbling. And when you could be really anywhere in the world, doing anything, logged into any Zoom call, with all the fatigue that comes with these constant barrage of video calls and such, you've decided to spend this evening with us in this way, and we are deeply, deeply grateful. And so at this time, I'd now like to share with you a short video illustrating the widespread nature of our fellows' work and their journey to impact.
The Resolution Project currently supports more than 550 fellows in 80 countries. We travel all around the world, from Panama City to Kigali to New York City, to source young leaders with the most promising potential to change the world for the better. Tonight, we are honored to have 36 fellows from more than 20 countries joining us for Resolve 2020, a journey to impact.
Hi everyone, this is Martin Solórzano from Mexico. Thank you very much for having me today. I'm so excited about being part of this event.
Hi everyone, I'm Bonnie Chu. I'm the founder and CEO of Lensational.
Hi, my name is Claudia Svedra. I am the co-founder of Flare Now.
Hello everyone, my name is Suzana Sakamoto. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
My name is Luisa Reyes, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Sisterwork.
My name is Dan Gillick, and I'm a Resolution Fellow from the class of 2012.
Hello everyone, I'm Joyce Ochoa, dancer from Ghana.
Hi, my name is Slatko Talic, and I'm a Resolution Fellow.
Every one of these fellows have launched sustainable and impactful social ventures with the support and backing of the Resolution Project. These ventures cover issue areas from economic development, equality and empowerment, basic needs, and education. But it doesn't stop there. Resolution Fellows were also some of the first responders after the coronavirus pandemic wrought havoc around the world in March this year. In response, Hannah delivered 8,000 pounds of food to soup kitchens in New York City. Christelle provided food for more than 100 families in Rwanda. Wahid fed 88 families in Bangladesh. Kaylee fed 1,500 people in Kenya. Urvi and Sumati delivered sanitary napkins and groceries to 500 households in India. Vivian mobilized thousands of students to support 100 frontline physicians in Canada. Alexis, Jennifer, and Andrew delivered sanitation items to 300 homeless people across 7 cities in the United States. These young leaders would not have been able to respond so rapidly and effectively without the help of this very community. So join us this evening as we celebrate their work and travel around the world together for Resolve 2020, a journey to impact.
Hi everyone, I'm Oliver Libby, co-founder and chair of the board of the Resolution Project. And first of all, I just want to say how inspiring it is to follow a video like that shows all the good work that Resolution Fellows are doing around the world, particularly during these trying times. Thanks also to George Tsiadis for bringing us into the night with such a great rundown on what Resolution is doing and what we're planning for the rest of the year and going into next year as well. Now it's my great honor to introduce Darius Quarles, who's a Resolution Fellow who truly embodies what can be done with determination and social entrepreneurship. Darius has started not only one organization, $1 Million Scholar, which is helping folks get into college and pay for college all across the US, but also a second venture in Bro Capital, which is helping build financial inclusion and savings for young men of color all across the country. Darius and I have worked together for well over half a decade now, as I've been his resolution guide, and it truly embodies one of the core principles of resolution, which is that our resolution guides and our resolution fellows work together in a two-way street. What I mean by that is I've learned just as much, if not more, from Darius as I have taught him over the years, and our relationship has developed into a friendship, a true mutual respect, and helping each other make a great difference in the world. I also highly encourage you to check out Darius's incredible TED Talk, which is one of the most inspiring I've ever seen. And so now, with a little taste of that for you today, Darius Quarles.
Thank you so much for that warm introduction, Oliver. From wherever you are joining in the world, I say good day to you. My name is Darius Quarles, and it is an honor to be addressing you today as a Resolution Project Fellow at this year's Resolve Gala. Undoubtedly, I stand on the shoulders of trailblazers today. On what is the first ever virtual Resolve Gala, I give warm thanks to the Resolution team and the diversity of stakeholders who played a role in bringing us together on this day. With all of the challenges our communities are facing right now and stand to face in the near future, I firmly know that the mission of the Resolution Project is needed more than ever. And as I contemplate the weight of these times, I send my gratitude and well wishes to the fellows across the world who have answered the call of this crisis with urgency. You who are making history by responding to the need for innovation within your local communities. I show you gratitude for your service, and I want you to know that it is an honor to stand alongside you as a fellow. I also give thanks to all of the sponsors and partners who provided resources to make today's experience possible. Once again, my name is Darius Quarles, and I'm a co-founder of Million Dollar Scholar and co-founder and co-CEO at Bro Capital, the first cooperatively owned financial services platform and community dedicated to advancing the financial wellness of Black men. My journey to social entrepreneurship is one of fervor and tenacity. Before attending Morehouse College on a full scholarship and graduating from the University of Pennsylvania Graduate School of Education, I trekked through 14 years of foster care, spanning 5 different foster homes. The last 2 years of my high school career, I emancipated to become my own caretaker. This meant I lived in my own apartment, traversing all that is the South Side of Chicago while working 2 jobs and going to school. I would need hours to take you through all of the nuances and stories that emerged from this whirlwind of an experience. But I think the most important thing that I want you to know about the context that molded me into the person who is speaking to you today is this. At an early age, I learned how to see beyond the confines of the present moment, how to envision and even plan for things not yet real. This ability to see beyond, to envision and then plan for something greater is what I want to offer up to the Resolution community today. The impact that Resolution is amplifying is needed more than ever, because as I look into the future right now, just as I did over a decade ago, I see a greater need for underrepresented voices to be heard. I see a greater need for unorthodox thinking to be elevated. I see us, the Resolution Project Fellows, being a catalyst to the world's recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, just as we have been change agents during this time of political turmoil. In order for this to happen, we need your support. Please consider contributing to the Resolution Project and making it possible for the vision of supporting entrepreneurs like myself to be amplified over this next decade. Thank you.
Darius, thanks so much for those moving remarks, which are truly an example of what Resolution Fellows are capable of doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you next to consider supporting Resolution Project. You see, in a challenging year like 2020, philanthropy is under stress all across the country and all around the world. But I think we can all say that one of the core things that powers all the crises that we face this year is the global leadership crisis. We are left without leadership at so many levels that it becomes incumbent on us to invest in a generation of leaders that understand how to lead organizations and how to do so with social impact and with the good of others at the heart of what they're doing. You'll find in the chat a link to donate to support Resolution Project. And I want you to think, as you experience what you have tonight and through the rest of the evening, what you can do to help us to power Resolution Fellows, both those who already are doing great work around the world and all those who need our support coming forward. We were unable to host a gala in person this year, so instead we have this wonderful virtual event. But as you probably noticed, there have been no ticket sales associated with it. And ticket sales for the Resolve Gala have for a decade been a huge source of power for our organization's financial stability. So as you think about what you've learned tonight, the inspiration that you've experienced, and the fun that we're having together, especially with the performance we're about to have, I would encourage you to think about donating the cost of a ticket to the Resolve Gala, anywhere from $100 to $250 or up, but really anything you feel comfortable with to support the good work that we're doing around the world. Resolution has one of the most incredible, diverse, and experienced fellow groups in the world. They are doing work on every problem you can possibly imagine. But if you're focused on the things we faced in 2020, on the coronavirus, on the massive social injustices that we're all trying to fix around the world, then there is nothing more important to invest in than leadership. And leadership is what we do at the Resolution Project. Our Resolution Fellows hold the key collectively and individually to solving the problems we face today and those we can't even imagine for tomorrow. So thank you so much for doing everything you can to support the Resolution Project and join us in this journey.